Welcome back to another YouTube video. So we're back doing another qualifier match. This one is for the Fish Midlands Qualifier being held recently at MAP Marston Fields Fishery. So this peg is peg 10 on ash. It's a corner peg. I did a video only a few days back of an open that I fished at the same venue, but I drew peg 10 on beach, which is in the top left corner. I did quite well on the day, reasonably well. So my plan here was to fish exactly the same, fishing a feeder or a bomb on the far bank, and then fishing short, throwing in maggots. So here, this is the actual pool. So this is ash. And like I say, my plan is to fish it exactly the same. So initially I'll be throwing out the method feeder with some micros, and then I may swap to the bomb, and then I'm going to be feeding quite heavily on the short line, feeding maggots. And here's the bait tray. So really simple. So I've got my maggots, I've got sweet corn if I want it, alternative hook bait, got some ground bait, dead reds, and the pellets for the far bank. And I do have some micros just soaking up as well at the moment. So we just had the all in, now let's get straight into it. So basically I started off fishing this on that long line on a method feeder. So just a small method feeder with some micros. Just sinking the line. So as soon as we had the all in, I did catapult some 6 mils over the on that far bank, and I threw some maggots in on that short line. So short line today is just going to be a top kit. I want to be able to catch them at the end of my keep net. So you can see, just throwing in some more bait. So we are only about 3-4 minutes into the match at this point. So very early days. Which had an indication. Those maggots, they just kept going in all day long. On the day I actually had, there we go, look, tip round, first fish. So I was about to say, I actually took 6 pints of maggots with me on this session. A few days before, like I said right at the beginning, I did fish an open match where I drew peg 10 on beach, and I took 3 pints of maggots and I ran out after 4 hours. So for this match, because it was a qualifying match, I took 6 pints of maggots. Wasn't expecting to use them all. I thought maybe only the 3-4 pints again, but I had 6 pints in case they were really feeding and I needed them all. So we get our first fish in. So like I say, we're only literally a few minutes into the match and we get our first bite, first fish. So I was quite pleased, a little bit of confidence there. That just gave me a signal that I was going to potentially be catching quite a few fish earlier on over on that feeder. So like all my live videos, I will do a summary at the end of this, just explain the things that went well and the things that I learnt on the day, and things that I could probably improve on next time I go fishing. So make sure you listen to the end, watch the video and listen to the summary, and hopefully you'll be able to pick up 1 or 2 points next time you fish at Marston's.
Hey guys, hopefully you're enjoying these free videos. Just a quick reminder, if you haven't already, please do go and subscribe to the channel. Click the subscribe button. It's free and it's easy and it only takes about 2 seconds. It's a massive help, more than you know. Also, don't forget to drop the video a like, give it a thumbs up, and at the end of the video, if you can spare 30 seconds, please do go and leave a comment. Just let me know what you like about the video. Let me know what techniques you use. But thank you for watching. Now let's get back to the main video.
So another light cast again. The distance here on these pools, I don't know exactly, but I'm guessing it's around the sort of 18-19 metre mark. It's just a very light cast to the far bank. You don't need to go crazy. It's a small method feeder. That's all I've got on today, or sometimes you fish a bomb. So those maggots just kept going in, just on the, it's a top kit line. Right at the end of the keep nets, you can normally produce and catch a lot of carp quite well here at the end of the year net. And there we go, look, tip round, and we're now probably about 5-6 minutes into the match, and we've got our second fish on. So this was giving me a lot of confidence that the fish were definitely feeding on the far bank, and that means if they're feeding on the far bank, the chances are they'll be feeding at the end of my keep net as well at some point throughout the session. So So far, so good. 10 minutes or so, less than 10 minutes into the match, and I got 2 fish. So weather-wise, it's quite calm at the moment. Not too bad, but trust me, as you'll see and watch this video, it is the calm before the storm. But as usual, we start off well. Okay, so I've just got to put my jacket on, and we're now about 40 minutes into the match. I've had 2 fish and I didn't get another bite. So, and the wind's just started to pick up, and it's actually gone a little bit chilly. So my jacket's on, but I'm still fishing the feeder on the far bank, catapulting in some 6mm over the top, and also throwing in some maggots on that short line top kit at the end of the keep nets. But we go back out again. I carried on with this line. I didn't see anybody catching short at the moment, so I decided just to stay on that far bank line. And you can hear that wind, it's just starting to pick up. Cutting across. I'm also feeding the margin, left hand margin. Got some little sort of grass or sort of reeds there. Just getting an indication, possible line bite. Like I say, we're at least 40 minutes now into the match. It started off really well, but then just went really quiet, didn't get anything, but then we get another bite. So I'm now starting to think at this point, it's time to start to think about changing lines. So I do get this one in. I did throw again. I think I had 2 more throws after this, no more indications. And then I decided to swap lines and give the short line a go, where I've been throwing in maggots for the best part of 40-45 minutes. But we're going to get this one in. There we go. So that's our 3rd carp in the net. So we swap lines and we come on to the short line. So I'm just fishing a top kit there at the end of the keep nets, and as you can hear, that wind's slowly picking up. It's now coming, it's just sort of swapped direction now, and it's just coming sort of at me from left to right. But I've been feeding this quite heavily, so I'm expecting there to be 1 or 2 carp swimming around in this on this short line. And that wind, it was even starting to get, I noticed, difficult just throwing the maggots at this point. But trust me, this is actually quite calm at the moment. But as you can see, we do get our first bite. It wasn't long. We're probably just over an hour into the match now. It probably, I say, didn't take long. It took about 10 to 15 minutes for me to get that first bite on the short line. So we land this one. We get him in the keep nets. So at the moment we've now got 4 fish. And now look, the wind has just changed direction. We're now going from right to left. And it's just picking up. And like I say, just throwing in the maggots now was even getting difficult. Just throwing them in down at the keep net, end of my keep net, was a challenge. I probably should have swapped to pellets or sweet corn throughout the day as it got windy, but I didn't. I just stayed with the maggots. So we're going to jump ahead a little bit now, sort of around the about 2 hours 15 minutes into the match, and we didn't get another bite after that last fish. I decided to start rotating lines. I went back on the feeder for 10 minutes, I went in the margin for 10 to 15 minutes, and there was no indications on any of those other lines. As you can see, the wind's now dropped. But we do get our next fish. So this will be number 5. So at the moment, it's not going as to plan. It's just fishing so different. In fact, I was talking to other anglers after the match, and it was exactly the same for them. The first couple of hours, 2 to 3 hours of the match, it was just very slow, and we just having to pick off the odd fish here and there, whichever line you could get one on. So it was all about just persevere. I mean, I just don't think I was doing anything wrong. Like I say, after speaking to other people, don't believe I was doing anything wrong on this line or on any of the lines at this point in the match. So we're just going to top the margin up now, so just putting some dead reds and ground bait in there. So at this point as well, my plan was only to actually fish the left hand margin because that was where the main feature was. I didn't really give the right hand margin much consideration at the beginning, but I did at some point, I don't think it's on the video, but I did throw some 6mm on my right hand side just against the bank, and it is a there's no sort of depth to it. It's just a slope, a straight slope going down to about 3 foot. So the option was to potentially fish the slope at around sort of 6 to 12 inches and see if the carp come into it. So like I say, I threw out some 6mm to see if later on that would work. So we just got another bite. So we're now around 3 hours 10 into the match. Again, the bites are coming very slow. As I say, just picking off the odd carp. Wind's picked up again. And this is how it's been all day long. It's quite windy, and then it might drop for about 5-10 minutes, and then it'll be windy again, cutting straight through. I mean, the temperature's around 25 degrees, and I'm sitting there with a coat on because there was that chill to it. But we play this one, taking my time with it. I just don't want to lose it. I don't want to pull the hook out. So there we go, get that one netted. And even the camera, I'm having loads of problems filming this in a match as well because the wind was just blowing the camera everywhere, couldn't keep it still. Really difficult to film. So sometimes people think that filming any sort of fishing video is easy, but trust me, it's not. Trying to fish, have a camera running as well, and dealing with the camera and any conditions like this, batteries are running out, windy conditions, it's really challenging. But as you can see, I've now just decided to drop onto that right hand margin. So as I say, I threw in some 6mm earlier on, and I did see a carp come in and pick up some 6mm off the slope. So I went in on it, and it only took probably a few minutes. I put a piece of sweet corn on, and we got a bite. So this one felt like a bit of a decent fish. It was either foul hooked or it was certainly a better stamp than what I was getting on the other lines. So I ended up playing this one for a good 3 or 4 minutes. It was actually a really good fish. I didn't want to rush it either. I wanted to take my time. So just fast forwarding a little bit so I can show you guys netting this fish. There we go, get him in the landing net. I was quite relieved because, like I say, it was a good fish. And as I pick it out, look, as you can tell, it was probably around the 8 pound mark. Really good fish. I was happy to have that one in the net. So I turned the camera around just so you can see on this line. So I'm just putting some ground bait and some dead reds there. So now about an hour and 15 minutes into the match, and I started having actually a good run on this margin line just before I turned the camera around. Caught a few more. So we go back out again, and this ended up being the last line I fished throughout the day. I just stayed on this now, and you'll see in a little while the reason why. Like I say, it's just a slope here, so I'm fishing just on the slope. And you can see the carp, look, if you look closely, you'll see the carp, the tails sticking out. And this is where the fish was. This is where they wanted to be. And this was probably, I'm going to say, the thing I picked up on the day was trying to fish the far bank, trying to fish at the end of the keep nets, trying to fish the type of lines I normally would do on these pools. But they didn't actually want to be there. They didn't want to be in any depth of water. They just wanted to be in the shallow. And the far bank is shallow, so maybe if I'd have stayed on that and persevered, I could have caught more. And also this right hand margin on the slope, on the mud line basically, that's where they wanted to be. So But this is where I stayed, and I started catching quite nicely now. There we go, we get another one in the net, and there were definitely a better stamp of fish on this right hand margin. So back out again with a piece of sweet corn on the hook, fishing over the top of those dead reds, and straight away we get another bite. So I was really pleased at this point. We started having a good run of fish, plenty of bites. I did miss a couple, and I did foul hook a couple, which is inevitable on these type of pools. So looking around the lake, or around all the different pools, everyone was starting to catch now, especially on the pool opposite, over in the left hand corner. They were definitely catching a lot quicker than me, that's for sure. But I was getting bites now, so I was happy, and it's probably just one of those where I was just on the wrong end of the pool today. But we're getting bites, we're catching fish, and we're putting them in the net. So we're just going to top up again with some ground bait and some dead reds. And we're just fishing over the top with a piece of sweet corn. Just laying it in, and then just dragging it in up to the bank, resting my pole on top of the bank. And there we go, another bite, and we got another carp. So we do only have about 10 to 15 minutes of the match left, so I wanted to get this one in reasonably quick as I could without losing it, because I wanted to get out again, see if we can get one more before the all out. But in terms of a summary of today's match, it's difficult to say what I could have done any different or caught more fish in a different way, other than the fact I didn't realise until probably 3 hours in that they were actually wanted to be in that more shallower area. They was definitely on my right hand margin. They didn't want to be in 3 foot in front of me at the end of my keep nets, and normally you'd catch all day long at the end of your keep nets thrown in maggots, but they just didn't want that today. That far bank as well, even though it's shallow in the far bank, they didn't really want to weren't feeding earlier on in the day, but probably they would at the back end of the day. But it took a while for me to realise that they wanted to be on this right hand side on the mud line. So I think the only thing I could probably have done better was to give this a go a little bit sooner, gave it a little bit more thought. That's where they might want to be. But we're back out again, and we are only into the last couple of minutes now of the match. So I really wanted to get one more bite, one more fish to end the session. And we do. Float goes under. And it won't be long, we get the all out. But guys, hopefully you've enjoyed this video. I learnt a little bit today. Like I say, I don't think there was much more I could have done. It was just one of those. I ended up, I forget exactly now, but it was around the sort of 65, 66 pound of fish. It was miles away from the first, who got 177 pounds on the opposite pool. So well done to the winner, well done to Dale, who got a place into the quarter-final of the Fishing Masters. But guys, I enjoyed the day. Hopefully you've enjoyed this video. If you haven't already, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. It's free and it's easy, and it only takes 2 seconds. It's a massive help, more than you know. Also, don't forget to drop a like on the video, and if you can spare 20 seconds, please do leave a comment. Let me know if you think I could have done anything different on the day, if I just tried different lines or different techniques. But guys, hopefully you've enjoyed it. Until next time, tight lines, and I'll see you soon.